Having just wrapped up The Goldbergs, Wendy McClendon-Covey has moved on to the world of Pixar. Film critic Chuck Kaplinski sat down with her to discuss her role in the new film, Elemental. Take a look.
So we're here to talk about Elemental.
Yes.
Pixar, Disney Pixar's new film. Pixar, I don't think it would be an exaggeration to say, is the gold standard as far as modern animation is concerned. What was it about this script that appealed to you so much?
The fact that it was Pixar was all I needed. I didn't even read the script or the description of the character. I just said yes. You know, Pixar calls, you answer the call, and you say yes. So I was delighted when I did read it and found out that it was adorable and has a beautiful message, and that my character was so much fun to play.
Yeah, let's talk about your character. The whole setup of this is that it takes place in Element City, and you have characters who represent Earth, they're trees and plants, and you have characters that are made of water, fire, and then air, and you are a cloud named Gail. Now, I was wondering, you know, when I think of Tootsie, that scene in Tootsie where Dustin Hoffman justifies taking the method approach when he was cast as a beefsteak tomato. Did you take a similar approach to Gail?
Yes, I behaved as a cloud for the 2 years that it took to make this movie. Yeah.
Wow.
All during the animation, even when I wasn't on set or needed for anything, you know, my husband loved me for it too. So, yes, the method approach to clouding is the only way to really get the job done.
So I know that you started with the Groundlings, a lot of improv there. Were you allowed to riff here at all, or was it pretty structured?
It was pretty structured. You know, they know what they're doing over there at Pixar. So I didn't feel like I needed to embellish anything, or the jokes were there, you know, all the feels are there. So I didn't feel like I needed to go in and inflict my improv on this character, you know. She was very specific, and I wanted to do it exactly how our director, Peter Sohn, wanted it done. So.
Yeah, the thing that struck me about it is just how, unfortunately, timely the film is. I mean, the things that we're going through in this country, and the message of this film, I mean, couldn't be just more spot on and more needed in this moment, and that really was the thing that spoke to me about this.
Yes, definitely. You know, the whole concept of the film, like you said, is that all the elements are living together in one big city, not unlike Chicago, not unlike New York or Los Angeles. It's a big melting pot. And while they do have their differences, they find a way to coexist. And so when a fire person falls in love with a water person, I mean, it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work, but it totally does, you know. So I loved that about it. I loved the fire people and their backstory about having come from a different land and coming here to give their child a good life, you know, and how their name gets changed on their point of entry. It's like, how many of our grandparents did that happen to? So, you know, I think it's very poignant in that way. And it's, you know, it's a beautiful story about getting along with your fellow elements. Also, you know, the traditions that your family holds sacred. And it's a love story and a beautiful father-daughter moment at the end. That's...
It really
there won't be a dry eye in the theater.
No, as you say, it's definitely an American story, no doubt about it. Wendy McClendon-Covey, thanks for talking to me today.
Thanks for talking to me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you, Chuck, for sharing that interview with us. Elemental starts in theaters Friday, June 16th.